Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and you all seem to like the paint on the 89, so that is a massive plus. It's a big goal for us here. I don't think I bring it across very well on camera how much of a milestone this is for us as a couple and for the channel. It's a big step forward getting this car painted. Now, I did say that the rebuild will commence and we will do it. It's not going to be like every single week we're going to be smashing a video out on this car. However, as and when things arrive, as and when we fix or repair stuff to go back on the car, we will bring you a video, of course. So, first off, I would say a massive thank you to the subscribers that have come over after we did the collaboration with DEADENING Restoration, which was an awesome weekend, and I cannot thank them enough for all their hard work. It was a fun weekend and we've got all that, but I wanted to thank everyone that's arrived. Some of you have become members as well, which is awesome, and some of you have become patrons, which is even better. It's an awesome way to support the channel. So if any of you aren't a member of on the YouTube side or a Patreon, links in the description below, guys. It's really just like £1 a month, and it really helps us out. It allows us to do stuff like that. So this brings me on to today's video. So today's video is kindly and very proudly sponsored by Dodomat. So Dodomat, if anyone doesn't know, quite big in the camper scene. This is a sound deadening company, so they make all manner of different applications, different thicknesses, different kind of, yeah, whatever project you got, they've kind of got something for it. So after doing a bit of research, I have used this stuff before as well, which is good, this stuff anyway, which we'll get into what it is. And I reached out to them and they said, look, we'd love to support the channel, we'd love to support the fact that you've got your project, it's bare bones, let's get it sound deadened properly. That is a massive step forward, because there's all well and good getting a car painted, but throwing it back together and then going, God, I hate driving this. That is not what we want, is it? So this should help us out massively before we fit the interior. So basically what we've got here is some sheets that we're going to cut up, put where we want it. So this is going to get rid of the booming out of the panels, and we'll demonstrate that as we fix it. We're going to put that all behind the dash, under the carpet, stuff like that, up on the bulkhead, everywhere we can get it basically, without going overboard, because you don't need to go overboard. This is kind of, people do go a bit mad with it. You don't need to go overboard with this. And then in here is a big roll of liner. So basically we're going to use that as an underlay. It's a moisture barrier and it goes over the top of this as well. So we've got two good products here. And the best thing is, there's a discount code on the screen for you now, so you guys can get 10% off. So put the discount code in on their website, go and get yourself some really good products. Honestly, it's probably the best out there, so let's get it all fitted. So we're gonna get all this unboxed and then we get straight into the car. Like ever, time is of the essence, and we just really want to have a bit of couple time. We're gonna get this car sound deadened, and then we can look to be, right, what's next for the interior. So let's get this stuff unboxed. So we're going to get stuck into the unboxing of this now. Quick blade, don't cut your fingers. These are the basic sound barrier sheets, so this will get rid of the booming in the panel. So it's pretty heavy. So they sell boxes of all sorts actually, different sizes, but you can get down to 20, or I don't know if you can actually buy them individually. But this is a box of 40, I believe. So these are all individual mats, and you can see it's got that as a finish on top, and then it's got a really nice adhesive liner there. So literally we can cut this up, or we can stick the panels in where we need it. So these are really good. That'll get rid of all the booming out of the panels. This stuff I've never used before personally. I've not used this, but they've said this would be perfect for what we're doing. They're the professionals, we're going to listen to them. In here is an acoustic liner, and basically, let's get that out of here. Oh, this looks good. You think the box weighs a lot more than it does. So this here is a lovely acoustic liner, which is also acts as a moisture barrier. So here, as you can see, it's spongy and it's adhesive on the back. So again, we can chop this up to what we want, maybe make some templates and put it into the floor plans and stuff like that, but we have got plenty there. So thank you very much, Dodomat. So those of you new to the channel, this is the car, this is the 89. So let's get inside the unit and show you around it quickly of where we're going to be putting stuff. So here's the car in its lovely painted glory. As you can see, the colours are all really good. When you see it in the sun, it really shines. And then in here, it almost looks like But look, it's brightening up. There's the camera catches the resolution, but it's really, really dark in here. So inside, we've not got mad full of painting. It's stone chip painted, something I love to do. Haters gonna hate. But in here, we're basically gonna put the paneling where we want it, put the pads where we want it, some stuff in the quarter panels over there, because we don't want any of that. And the doors haven't been skinned by us, so they've already got stuff in, so we'll leave that. But up behind the dashboard here, we're going to focus on the bulkhead, like I say, and obviously the main areas that you can see. You don't need to go mad, it's just to get the booming out of the panels. So, we're going to get to it. Massive thank you for Dodomat for this. So, we've had a little bit of a play around with the product to see where we want to put it, and we've basically come up with this. So, you're only meant to cover 50% of the floors really. There's absolutely no need, or your panel, your surface area basically. There's no real need to overlap them or do anything like that. Basically, this is roughly how we're going to do it. We kind of did this with the budget clubman when we did it. So, one there, one there, one there. That'd be a fun thing to mould in. But as you can see here, we've actually started to just see how the product works. So that should mould in nicely there. Then we've got a panel on each side of the seat bench, and then we have a panel each side there. So you can see where this is going to go. We'll get one up inside here, actually a bit on the inside of that, so you can hear how boomy that is. And then we've got the scope to cut stuff up, so we can go up inside the dash, we can go up on the bulkhead. We think one of these cut in half will do each side of the flitches. The doors, like I mentioned, have already got some deadening in, so we haven't got to worry about that. Then we can look at things like the roof and stuff like that. So according to Dodomat, you use this as your deadener, so you can easily tell, I can demonstrate it now, if you go, that's noisy, that's not stuck down, the noise is already gone. Like, it's a massive, massive plus for having a classic car with some sound deadening in it. So we're going to get sticking with this. We're going to chuck you on a time lapse and see where we go. But this should be a massive step forward, and it's the start of getting the interior back in, isn't it? So we'll put this down, and then as Dodomat says, we can then cut our thermal liner, which again helps with the noise, also adds a real nice like thermal kind of, it helps keep the car at a proper temperature, and it will help regulate the moisture and stuff inside the car, because like I say, it does get in. You can try and stop it, but it will come in. So we're going to get you on a time lapse and get cracking. So quick progress report. We've got patch in here, patch in there, same there, and already it is so much better. I mean, a Mini needs all the help it can get. So Mrs. S is just laying one that way, so we're going to have one long ways there, then we're going to carry on up onto the bulkhead. So we're going really well, and it's quite cool. We just mentioned this, that it's black and red, because the car is black and red. Winner, even better Dodomat. You saw me and Mrs. S trying to get into the bin here. My attempt. No, I think that's my attempt over there. Mrs. S's attempt. That was rubbish, wasn't it? So we were just discussing, as we were working out where all this stuff's going to go. This is the point where maybe people get a bit giddy. But it's a lovely, shiny, beautiful car. People go, let's get the interior in. Let's get it built up. This isn't the way. So we're just working out now. We're going to put 2 more on the bench there. We've got some on the inner quarters. We're going to put a little bit in the door pocket. And then we'll tackle the fun task, which is the bulkhead. Poor clubman over there, look. He wants some stuff. But yeah, it's going really well. So we just thought I'd bring you in. Don't rush this stage, guys. It's very easy to rush. Quick update, we've been cracking on. So up here, we've got a couple of sheets across the rear bulkhead. We've got working with the 50% kind of guidelines. Don't need to cover everything. This is probably overkill, but already this has reduced the booming out of the paneling, so really, really good. We've got a couple of sheets up there. You can see we've cut up one sheet basically. We've got one up on the flitch, little piece there, bigger bit, little piece, bigger piece. We've still yet to sort out what we want to do with the bulkhead. Sorry for the camera there, the light's shining. We can work that out later date when we know what holes are used, where the wiring comes in and stuff. But yeah, it's looking really good. We have also put 2 sheets up on the roof, and then we're going to put that thermal barrier. So that's the next stage, but really happy with that. Looks great. God, it feels good to be working on this car and actually putting things back in it. So yeah, let's get on with the next bit, which is the liner, which is, again, helps maintain your temperature in your car, a layer of sound deadening as well, but also it's nice soft to touch, so we can put our carpet back over the top of that as well. So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to cut that and basically cover the floor pans with that now. Little strip along the roof, because that's what it's designed for really. And yeah, let's work with that. So here we are with this product here. Mrs. S has already started going with it. So it's really nice to touch. It's proper soft, and it is the most incredibly sticky stuff ever. I've got no worries about this dropping down or anything like that. It's designed for this purpose. So basically what we're doing with this is we're replicating what the Mini had. So it just had a strip down the middle, but we're doing it with a much better product. So yeah, it's going on quite nice. Right, so we are done now for how far we want to go with the car. So we've got the pads, the square, or rectangular shape sound deadening pads in. We're happy with what it's done to the panels. It's got rid of all the boominess out of it. So Minis, not just Minis really, but in general classic cars, vans, stuff like that, they will struggle with boominess, and you hear it on the motorway, and it's generally unpleasant. It does take it away from your classic car kind of experience, but some people say it's an old car, but you want to make it better, especially at this stage. So things like the roof, that is mental. Now, honestly, I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but that noise, I tell you now that that was not like that before. So what we've done is we've done all the sound deadening parts, and then the super liner there. What we've done is we've kind of done the back seat for now and the roof, and we're going to leave the floor purely because we just want to see how it all performs. It's something we can go back to if we really want to, but in our eyes this is a thermal insulator, and putting it on the floors, adding foam to floors, we're not quite on board with yet. A few people do it in camper vans, but then they put ply liner over the top so moisture shouldn't get into it. For us, being a Mini, we're a little bit optimistic about that at the moment, so we're going to see how this performs. We can always add it in later. The carpet obviously go in with all its necessary bits and pieces that needs. But I have to say a massive thank you to Dodomat, because number one, the product's really good. It's really nice to work with. Both these products perform in different ways, and it's quite interesting to work with a product from new and just kind of see how it all does, how it performs, how it molds to panels and stuff like that. I mean, it's very hard to do that too. Like the Amazon would be a lot easier because it's just a big flat floor, and doing vans would be like really easy because you just cut your squares, you use templates and do it that way. But if you come with me now, I'll kind of show you around like where we've got up to with the car, and you can kind of see. So up in the roof is the biggest part. So we've replicated what it would have had. So you've got your 2 squares there, and honestly it's so good. And in our eyes that keeps the heat into the vehicle and stuff like that, which in a cold day, you know, it matters. We do use these cars. And then what we've done is we've done the same again, because it adds another sound barrier, and you can really tell on this parcel shelf what it's done. So we just put a strip there and a strip there to utilise, not waste the material, but utilise as much of the space as possible. And again on here, this has done enough of a job as it is, but we could potentially add a strip in there and that in there. So we're going to see how we get on with it, but right now I'm really impressed with the product, and it's a big improvement, and it often gets overlooked when doing restorations like this. So I think we're quite happy with that. When we get the dash in, we'll cut up some more of these squares, pop a bit more in there, but until we know where everything lies, like the the wiring loom, rubber grommets, hoses and stuff. Roughly know where it all goes, but it's been a while. So we're going to leave that for now, but that's really easy to just, you know, you can do that way having the brew, just cut it up and put stuff in. We're really happy with it. One thing I don't know if I have mentioned is we have put a quarter of a panel in these door bins. Now these really do rattle around and make a lot of noise. They do have liners in and you do have a door card, but that's massively taken the resonation and the rattling kind of tinny sound that a Mini would have. So really happy with that. So remember to get 10% off, there's a discount code on the screen now, and go and check out their products, because this is just 2 of the products they do. They do all sorts of stuff, different sizes, different thicknesses and stuff like that. So I think we've earned the well-earned brew, me and Mrs. S. This is really fun. This is, you know, I thought this would be a while getting to this point with this car, but we're already starting to put stuff in. Really now, if we wanted to, we can start thinking about the carpet, we'll get the headliner in, wiring loom laid in and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to go and make an order with Minimine, and we will get on to the next stage. But the next stage is really put the loom in, headliner, start paneling out the side of it there, then we can get the glass and stuff like that in. So remember to go check out Minimine. There's a link in the description below to their eBay shop. There's a discount code on the screen now for 10% off when you spend £15 or more in an eBay store. So all your little fixtures are fixings, so like you can get your stainless little plates for this, your door rubbers and stuff like that, all is available from Minimine. Go and get it, one-stop shop. So catch you next one, guys. Remember to subscribe to the channel when you want to see more on this car. But for now, we're going to enjoy the fact that we've had a good old day on this car. So catch you soon, guys.